Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speak Up. I am Priya.
And I am Maya. Hello. We are so happy you are here today.
This podcast is for people who want to speak English, but maybe they are still waiting to start. And today, Maya and I are going to have a very honest conversation about that.
Yes, a very honest conversation. Maybe a little too honest for me.
That is okay. Honest is good. So today we are talking about something that many people feel. You want to speak English. You have wanted to speak English for a long time, but somehow you never start. Yes, that is me. That is exactly me. And we're going to talk about why that happens. Why do people wait? What are they afraid of? And what can they do today, just today?
To begin. And I want to say my English is not perfect. I make mistakes, but I am here. I'm trying. And I think that is already something. It is more than something.
It is everything. Okay, let us begin. So, Maya, let me ask you something. How long have you been saying, I want to speak English?
Oh, maybe 3 years?
Maybe 4 years? 4 years? I know, please do not laugh. I'm not laughing. Okay, maybe a little. But I say this because I was the same. I also said next month, next month, next month. And next month never came. Yes, that is
Exactly what I do. I say, I will start when I finish this project. Or I will start after my birthday. Or I will start in January when everything is new. But then January comes and I say, maybe February. February, March, April. Exactly. Before I know it, it's December again and nothing has changed. I think so many people feel this way. They are not lazy, they are not bad students, they just keep waiting for the right moment. Yes, and for me, I always think, I'm not ready yet. I need to study more. I need to know more words. Then, when I know everything, I will speak. And that's what we're going
to
to
talk about today, because I want to tell you something, Maya, and I want the listeners to hear this too. The right moment is not coming. The right moment is now. That's a little scary to hear. I know, but it's true. Okay, so Maya, let me ask you directly. Why do you think you keep waiting? What's the real reason?
the real reason. Yes, be honest. Okay, I feel like my English isn't good enough. Like, I need to know more grammar, I need to study more vocabulary. Then, when I know everything, I will speak. And how much grammar?
Do you need to know?
Well, all of it?
And when will you know all of it?
Never, I think.
Exactly. Nobody knows all the grammar. Even native speakers make mistakes. Even I make mistakes sometimes.
Really?
Of course. English is not about being perfect. English is about communicating. It's about saying what you mean, even if it's not perfect.
But people will hear my mistakes.
Yes, and they will understand you. That's the important thing. I think also I'm scared of starting and then stopping again. Like, what if I try and then I give up? That feels worse than not trying. I understand that feeling. But Maya, not trying is also a choice, and that choice has a cost too. You mean time? Time and confidence. Every day you wait, it feels a little bigger, a little harder, but every day you practice, it gets a little easier, even just a little.
That makes sense.
I never thought about it that way. And there's another reason people wait. They're embarrassed. They think, what will people think of me? Will they laugh?
Yes, that is also me.
Very much me. Let us talk about that. So, the fear of mistakes. This is a big one. Maya, can you tell me, what is your biggest fear when you think about speaking English?
Okay, my biggest fear is saying a word wrong, like pronouncing it completely wrong. And everyone looks at me and they think, oh, she does not know English. She sounds funny.
I understand that so deeply. I really do.
Have you ever felt that?
Oh, yes. I have a very funny story, actually. Can I tell you? Please. Okay, so a few years ago, I was at a work meeting, an important meeting. Many people. and I wanted to say the word beach, like a beach near the ocean.
Yes. Yes.
And I said it wrong, very wrong. The pronunciation was not beach. It was a different word, a bad word.
Oh, no.
Everyone went very quiet, and I did not understand why. I thought, why is nobody speaking? And then someone explained to me very quietly what I said, and I wanted to disappear. I wanted the floor to open and take me down. Oh, Priya. It was terrible in the moment, but now I think it is the funniest story. And you know what? I never forgot how to say beach after that.
That is true. Mistakes stay in your memory.
Exactly. The mistake taught me, the embarrassment taught me. If I never made that mistake, I would never have learned that word so deeply.
Okay, that does make me feel better. A little.
And Maya, think about this. When a small child is learning to walk, they fall many times. And nobody looks at the child and says, "You are so stupid, you fell again." People say, "Good job, try again, keep going."
That is true.
Learning a language is the same. Every mistake is just a step. It is not a failure. It is proof that you are trying.
I like that. Mistakes are proof that you are trying.
Yes, write that down if you need to. Okay, I want to ask you something, Maya, and I want you to be honest. Really think about it.
Okay.
Okay, if you had started speaking English 3 years ago, where do you think you would be today?
Oh, that's a hard question.
I know. Take your time.
I think I think I would speak quite well now. Maybe not perfect, but comfortable. I could have conversations. I could use English at work. I could watch movies and understand without subtitles.
Yes,
That's actually sad to think about.
I know. And I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I'm saying it because the next 3 years are coming, whether you start or not. And in 3 years, you can look back and say, I started, I learned, I grew. Or you can look back and say, I waited again. We can't get the past back, Maya. Those 3 years, they're gone. But today is still here. Right now is still here.
You know, that actually hits me because I always think I wasted so much time, so why start now? But that's the wrong thinking, right? Exactly the wrong thinking.
The best time to start was 3 years ago. The second best time is today.
The second best time is today. I've heard that before about trees, planting trees. Yes, exactly that idea. And it's true for English too. Okay, I'm starting to feel something, like a small fire, maybe, like I want to do something. Good, because I have some ideas for you. So let's
Talk about action. Real, simple action. Not big, scary commitments, just small things that anyone can do today.
Okay, I'm listening.
First, listen to one short English podcast in the morning. When you are making tea, when you are getting ready, when you are walking somewhere. Just put it on. You don't have to understand everything. Just listen. Let the sounds come into your ears.
Like this podcast?
Like this podcast. Exactly. See, you are already doing it.
Oh, that is true.
Second, repeat sentences out loud. When you watch a video, when you listen to something, say the sentences after. Copy the voice. Copy the pronunciation. It feels a little silly at first, but it works.
Okay, I can do that at home. Nobody will hear me.
Perfect. Third, talk to yourself in English for 5 minutes a day. Just talk about your day, about what you had for breakfast. It does not matter what you say, just speak.
Talk to myself? Like out loud?
Out loud, yes. Alone in your room, in the bathroom, anywhere. Just say things in English. Your brain will start looking for the words, and every day it gets a little faster.
That is actually not scary. I can do that.
Yes. And fourth, one English video a day. Short, 3 to 5 minutes. Watch it, then watch it again. The second time, say the sentences after the speaker. Shadow them. Shadow? Copy, follow, like a shadow follows you. You say what they say right after they say it.
Oh, okay, I understand. That sounds fun, actually.
These 4 things. That's it. That's all. No big studying, no grammar books, just listening, repeating, talking, shadowing. Every day, even 10 minutes.
Wait, that is really it?
That is really it.
I thought it would be harder.
People think speaking English requires a huge plan, a big school, a perfect method, but honestly, it just requires doing it a little every day.
Wow, okay. I feel like, why did nobody tell me this before?
Maybe they did, and you were not ready to hear it.
Maybe, but I think I'm ready now.
Maya, can I ask you something? Yes. Right now, in this moment, how do you feel?
I feel I feel a lot of things. I feel a little ashamed, honestly, because I think I've been lying to myself. What do you mean? I mean, I kept saying I will start when I'm ready. But I think the truth is I was scared. I'm scared. I'm scared of looking stupid. I'm scared of people judging me. And waiting felt safe. Waiting felt easier than trying and maybe failing. That takes courage to say, Maya. Real courage. I don't feel very courageous.
Saying a hard truth about yourself is one of the most courageous things you can do.
You know what? I think I'm done waiting.
What did you say?
I said, I'm done waiting. I've been waiting for 4 years and nothing changed. Nothing will change if I keep waiting. So I'm going to start today. I don't care if it's messy. I don't care if I make mistakes. I'm going to start.
Maya,
What?
I'm so proud of you.
Don't make me cry.
I mean it. That decision, that's the hardest part. Everything else gets easier after that.
I hope so.
I know so. And now we want to talk to you listening to this right now.
Yes, you.
Maybe you feel like Maya did at the beginning of this conversation. You've been wanting to speak English for a long time, and you keep waiting, and you keep finding reasons to not start.
We understand that feeling. We really do. It's not laziness, it's not weakness, it's fear. And fear is normal. Fear is human.
But here's what we want you to know. You don't have to be perfect to start. You don't have to know all the grammar. You don't have to sound like a native speaker. You just have to start with one small thing today. Listen to one podcast, repeat one sentence out loud, talk to yourself for 5 minutes. That's all.
Just one small step. And the next day, one more small step. And then another. And before you know it, you are walking, you are running, you are speaking.
You are not behind. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be, and you are choosing to move forward. That is everything.
We believe in you. We really, really do.
Okay, I think that is enough from us today.
Yes, I think I have shared enough of my secrets for one day.
Thank you so much for listening to Speak Up today. We are so grateful that you spent this time with us.
Yes, thank you. It means a lot to us, and I think to a lot of people who feel the same way I feel.
If this conversation helped you even a little, please share it with someone who needs to hear it, someone who is also waiting.
And if you want to tell us your story, we would love to hear it. Are you waiting to start? Have you already started? Tell us.
We will be back next episode with more honest conversations about learning, life, and of course, English.
Until then, speak up. Even if your voice shakes, even if the words are not perfect, just speak. Take care.
Care of yourselves. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you next time.